Welcome inside the Klatsche Center. Scott Warris and Panthers head coach Pat Baldwin. Milwaukee, a win over Wisconsin Lutheran in the exhibition, 92-64. And Coach, 92 points. Your offense, these fans here inside the Klatsche Center this evening had a chance to see a little bit more of an up-tempo team than maybe they saw last year. Your thoughts on how your offense flowed against the Warriors?
Well, I definitely want to get out and push a little bit more and try to score early. And then I thought our tempo didn't pick up until the latter part of the first half, and the second half we stretched it out from there. So I'm encouraged by how we're moving and getting up and down the floor and scoring with the opportunities that we're given. But I think the flow can be a lot better.
27 three-point attempts, but you and I have talked, and it's maybe not the number of three-point attempts, it's the number of quality three-point attempts. How do you think of those 27, that balance tonight?
I look at, and if you're talking about the quantity versus the quality of them, I think our percentage is pretty high as far as the quality and them being good three-pointers. If you look at who shot the threes, or the most of them, 15 of our 27 came from Brock Stoll and Jeremy Johnson. So I'm happy with those two guys, taking the bulk of our threes. We need them to shoot it. What I'm stressing is, for a guy like Brice Enzi, maybe who didn't shoot as many last year, that when he's open, shoot the basketball. And same thing with our other guys and with those opportunities. So, our last scrimmage, Brett Prawl hit a three. So I'm encouraging our guys to shoot them when they're open. I'm not worried about the number. I think we had pretty good balance from the standpoint of our scores and the attempts with all of our guys, but also where we scored from. I think we had pretty good balance.
Brice Barnes gets the start at point, and his minutes were limited. He had some spurts a season ago, Coach, but what do you like about what Barnes has given you in camp that got him the start tonight and would bode well for the regular season?
Well, Brice is always ready to practice every single day. I think he has a quiet leadership. I want him to be a little bit more vocal, but he has the type of game where he can really get to the basket. He's quick. He has the capability of shooting and making shots from three, and that's what I like about him. And one of the things that we're asking of all of our point guards, and specifically August and Brice, is to take care of the basketball. So that's one area that I want Brice to take care of, and same thing with August. And but I like the energy, especially on the defensive end, that Brice gives us.
Second to last question. I won't say final question. I'll have one more after this one. A couple of newcomers that the Panther fans have to get used to learning and watching and listening about, and that's Vance Johnson and Carson Warren Newsom. What did you see out of them tonight, and what should fans expect to see out of them this season in their first year in the black and gold?
Well, I love Vance. I mean, Vance really plays hard, and sometimes we don't know what we're going to get from him, but that he's going to play with a lot of energy, play hard. I know he had a ton of fouls tonight, but that's just from the activity that he has. But what he gives is us some athleticism. He gives us an ability for, to get out on the break and finish. And also we're talking to him about stepping out and shooting a three a little bit more too, and, when he's open. And, it's going to take him a little bit just to completely understand the tempo and how we want to do things. And with Carson, it's going to be a work in progress for him. He has a bright future ahead of him. He's a great kid. And the thing that we have stressed with him is, the work manifesting itself in practice and then carrying over into the games. One thing that we constantly do with him is hard for freshmen. This was his first opportunity in front of a, relatively large crowd for this arena. So maybe it's that shell shock moment once he first gets in. But also there's other guys that he's competing with that have earned to be out there on the floor, so he has to continue to work and practice to earn those minutes.
So in 8 days, the regular season opener back downtown at Panther Arena next Friday night against UW La Crosse. Between now and then, what's at the top of the to-do list?
Defense. We have to shore up our defense. They scored 64, nothing against Wisconsin Lutheran, but they shot a really good percentage. If it was 64, we scored a lot, and they shot a low percentage. I could live with that, but we really have to square up our defense, our intensity level. We need to raise that up a little bit more as well. So we're going to really concentrate on that defensive end to make sure we're sound there, because that has to travel with us.
Coach, congrats on the win. We'll see you next Friday night.
Thank you. See you then.